Oh, hey, good to see you. Well, you know, I've been thinking a lot, and one of the major challenges that sets us apart on this channel is the fact that, well, I believe the gateways are real. And I've made some pretty drastic predictions before in the past, and they've come true. And after doing the research, no matter how you got into this, maybe you got into it through the Bermuda Triangle and you're wondering, hey, what really did happen to Flight 21? You know, what happened to those guys, this elite group of fighter pilots who all just sort of vanished and broadcasted as though they were being broadcasted back through a dimensional gateway? And what happened to the rescue plane, which was trained by, you know, guys who were, their only mission in life is to rescue downed pilots, and they had a flying boat, and that plane also disappeared. So where did they go? What's that all about? I mean, that's crazy. And invariably, maybe you came at it from that way, maybe you come at it from the Bigfoot angle where you're like, I wonder where these massive alpha predators go, because, you know, there's no downward pressure on them, so why aren't we running across them every day in the bushes all around us? Or maybe you came at this through UFOs and you saw that film A Tear in the Sky where they actually show a dimensional gate opening and a UFO flying through it. But for some reason, probably because it makes you look pretty nuts, nobody wants to say that there's dimensional gateways. Nobody wants to come out and say that. Now, a few have. Philip Brogno has. He's written books on it. And but even the greats like Jacques Vallée and all these guys and David Paulides, I guess they're concerned, and rightfully so, that it would utterly destroy their credibility, you know, to come out and say, oh, there's dimensional gateways. There are dimensional gateways. These things are a real thing that is happening in the world around us. And the fact that people are afraid to say it because of, I don't know, maybe they're worried about destroying the credibility, or even the whole notion of it, just if you do the research and you look at it and then you turn around and try to deal with the fact that, okay, well, you know, you go to your friends and say, hey, I think there's dimensional gateways which occur. They're going to look at you like you're a crazy person, which brings us back to, you know, some side effects may occur. But in truth, yeah, there are dimensional gateways, and they are a real thing. And if we don't accept the fact that that is a real phenomenon that is happening in the world around us, if we don't accept the fact that that is something that we have to deal with, we're not going to, well, imagine it this way. You know, if we were all fish, we wouldn't believe that there would be anything beyond the surface. You know what I mean? Out in the world of air. So there'd be fish that would get near the surface, the land of the silver sky, and then these giant claws from a bird would come down and grab that fish and rip it out through the surface, and those fish would swim back to the other fish and they'd say, oh, you wouldn't believe what happened. We were there at the surface. And they're like, the surface. Yeah, you know, where the silver sky is, and there's nothing beyond that. That doesn't exist. Yeah, but these claws came in and they grabbed this other fish and now they're gone. And they're all like making fun of them now. Until, you know, the governing fish come forward eventually, you know, years later and say that, oh, yeah, actually, we've all proven that that's all true, and we've got a school of fish dedicated to researching that, and yeah, you see where I'm going with this. So we have to not allow the control of the Overton window. We cannot allow the validation and the control of our minds by the government on what is real. We have to trust our own senses, and we have to trust our own logic. And if you just do even a modicum of research in this field, you'll begin to see that, yeah, there is really no other explanation that fits the data quite as well as interdimensional portholes.